Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Digital Outlook. In today's video, we got some major news on XDC that you're going to want to hear. But before we do, if you hit that like and subscribe and tell your friends and family so we can get this information out to as many people as possible, that would be fantastic. So guys, without further ado, why don't we get to it? So as many of you know, XDC is one of my favorite layer ones in this entire digital asset space. I genuinely believe, guys, that XDC has the potential to not only 100x, but more than likely 200x, if not more, in this next bull run. Now, why do I feel that way? Well, guys, I think that because utility in this next bull run is going to matter big time. We are getting to almost the implementation of the CBDCs. And by the time that this next bull run hits, I think that a lot of the general public is going to be awakened to the reality of what this space represents, and they are going to be looking for utility. Now, XDC is one of those layer ones that provides an amazing amount of utility in this particular space. In fact, guys, we have watched them build out their ecosystem over the last couple years in just phenomenal ways. They're working into the DeFi space. We've looked at them taking their toes into the metaverse, and we're seeing them, developing all kinds of new applications on their platform. And in fact, some news has just come out recently out of Dubai on the Business Wire that LDA Capital Limited has just struck an agreement with the founders of XDC, the XINFIN network, the original founders, where they have actually put up some of their own original bags of XDC to secure a $50 million commitment that is going to be used to lead to the expansion and development of layer 2s on the XDC network. So for those of you who don't know, a layer 2 is basically a blockchain type project that's built on top of the technology or the XINFIN XDC network, similar like you would see any kind of applications or other blockchains built on top of Ethereum. It is like that. So that's where you see XDC as a layer 1. Well, one of these layer 2s that has gotten some amazing press lately, and in fact has just been recommended to me by a bunch of guys on the channel, is WASPay. Now, if you haven't heard about WASPay, WASPay goes by the ticker WTK. And what WASPay is, it is an interoperable blockchain type payment system that is actually working with various retail merchants, e-commerce, and the like, and banks in order to build a system where you're going to be able to utilize your various crypto assets as payment and settlement in real time. Now, these guys started out in 2018 and they're out of Singapore, and they're operating big time in Southeast Asia and in Africa, and they are making some major headway. And right now, you're looking at that one trading around that 2.1 cent range. And based on what I've reviewed thus far, and look, I am not even a holder of WASPay at this point, but I am looking at taking a position because I'll tell you what, based on what I've seen in this particular layer 2, you are going to see some explosive growth. I could definitely see a 10x coming with this one relatively soon. It is about ready to absolutely explode, and it has got some serious players behind it and some major banks. And it's one of these layer 2 applications that has a killer use case. Because I'll tell you what, guys, it is a big deal when we're looking at this new CBDC system, that most of us are going to want to hold on to our digital asset positions and not necessarily cash out on those. And in fact, if we want to actually utilize them, we might even use them directly as a source of payment and trade. And that's what I think a lot of us are looking at. And WadsPay is making this a possibility, and especially considering the fact that some of us are going to want to stay away from the whole CBDC system in that we want to secure our privacy. And this is going to provide an opportunity for that. And I'm telling you, when you take a look at the whole XDC's ecosystem, and where it has come from and where it is going, and it's ISO 222 compliance, and one of the very original ones that was ISO 222. You can see just what's literally unfolding before your eyes, and it really does not take much of an imagination to actually see down the road just a little bit and how far this particular ecosystem is going to venture out into this space. You're looking at probably one of the most underappreciated assets in the space right now, in the fact that you're getting it, like I say, at around that 2 and 3 cent range, and you could be looking at a $2 to $3 maximum, well, not maximum, but at least $2 or $3 in the next bull run. Now, I know that sounds almost impossible when you're thinking about numbers like that, but I want you to know, guys, that those numbers are absolutely possible. Look, I was getting VeChain back in the last bear market at 0.004 and literally saw that thing rocket off to 27 cents, almost 28 cents. It was phenomenal. And I saw other assets do the same and experience many 100x moves. Look, a rising tide raises all ships, but some ships just happen to be lighter and faster, and they just shoot off into space. And that's what I believe is going to happen with XDC. This thing is packing and is spring-loaded with such potential that it really is mind-boggling. Now, I've done a number of videos on XDC, and I'll put in some links in here so that you can dive a little bit deeper and look into those, because hey, I don't want to come on and just repeat the same thing over and over, but you can see why I would be so enthusiastic when you see an ecosystem like this with such growth potential. Guys, I don't think there is any other space that you could point me into and direct me to that offers you and I, folks just like us, the opportunities that this digital asset space does, to see these kinds of returns and to build this kind of life-changing wealth overnight, almost overnight. We're talking, look, I have seen comments on my channel where guys say, whoa, that's going to take 2 or 3 years to happen. Are you kidding me? Would you wait 2 or 3 years to get life-changing wealth? I know I sure would if it takes that long. Now, I don't think it is going to take that long, but even if it does, I would definitely wait that out. That is at least for me. And, you know, Warren Buffett made a comment one time, and I think it is fantastic, where he says, hey, look, stock markets in general, are made to transfer wealth from the impatient to the patient. And guys, what an opportunity we have in this space. So listen, this is the video I have for you today, and I know it's a short one, but I truly hope that you enjoyed it. Now, if there's something I left out about WadsPay or XDC, you drop that down in the comments right there. And hey, if I said something you completely disagree with, that's all right too. You drop that down in there as well, and we can have a discussion. So guys, before you go, just take a quick look at this beautiful lake right close by where I live. I've shown this before, but wow, what a view. Take a look at that water. It's just like mirrored glass, something else. Just beautiful. So guys, as you know, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice, but if you found value in it, if you'd hit that like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that notification bell down there so that you don't miss out on any of the videos that we're uploading. And if you're one of the thousands of people who have been watching these videos but haven't yet subscribed, would you do the channel a favor and join this community? We would really love to have you on board. So, in the meantime, and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.